this is Simply Kiwi. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm coming in with another manicure, and I thought this was going to be a cute little manicure. It's kind of elegant but cute, but also a little spicy with the color. And then I'm going to give you the items that I'm using in the manicure today. This is actually a magnetic polish, and I love magnetic polishes. They give such a different feel to your manicure, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. But first, let me go over the items that I'm going to use in the manicure. Of course, I'll be using Wet n Wild clear top coat, but you can use whatever top coat you choose. The base color that I use, of course, is the Orly Epix Close Up. The magnetic polish I'll be using is China Glaze, and it's Confused. The top coat, which is a quick dry top coat, would be Seche Vite. I will be stamping, so I'm going to use Pueen, and it's just a white color for my stamping polish. I'm also going to be using a stamping plate, and I got this from eBay. This one does have a number. It's BC02, and I will be using this image here. I also have my Born Pretty stamper, my Pueen Scraper, and I'm going to use some jewel tone studs, but they're going to be the iridescent studs that I have in this container here. And I'm also using a Neodymium Magnet. This is a very strong magnet, and I'll show you the effects that it gives the manicure. It's very beautiful. So let's get started. I've already put on my base color, of course, which is the Orly Epix, and then I have the one coat of the China Glaze. So I'm going to start with my pinky finger here. And what I've found is when I do the magnetic polishes, it does a better effect when I go at an angle. So I'm going to polish it this way. When I initially did the first coat, of course, I go the regular direction, but I'm going to do it diagonally for the second coat. And then I'm going to apply the magnet at an angle. And I usually hold it there for about 15, maybe 20 seconds, no more than 30 seconds. And if you can see that, it shows you how the particles have been collected when the magnet pulls it to the surface. It gives you that glassy look. So I'm going to go ahead and do the ring finger. Like I said, I'm going to go in the diagonal direction. Get my magnet and hold it there. And you'll see the glassy effect. And what I usually do before I even get started with stamping, so that I can I'm just opening my polishes so I can get it ready. What I found out is, if you can see with this hand, is when I do apply, what I do is I apply a clear coat after I've done the magnetic polish effect with the magnet. And because I do that, because when I start stamping, it makes the image appear as if it was floating on top of your nail, like a 3D image. So I usually apply a clear coat after I've done the coat of magnetic polish. And each time I apply the polish, I go ahead and apply the magnet, so it will maintain that shape. And if you can see, in any manicure, sometimes you have a flaw. I accidentally stamped this one in the wrong direction, but it's okay. It's just one nail, and I was not about to redo it, so it'll be okay. But let me go ahead and put a clear coat, and I'm going to do it with the Wet n Wild, and I'm going to do this in the same direction as I did the other, diagonally. And again, apply the magnet so that it will still maintain that glassy effect. And you can probably see it more pronounced now with the clear coat. And let me go ahead and start with the ring finger. Get my magnet. And again, I just hold it between 15 to 20 seconds in the same direction as I did in the previous coat with the China Glaze color. And like I said, you can see it more pronounced each time that you apply a coat of polish and apply the magnet. And you see it looks like a cat eye effect. And I'm going to let that dry just a tad because I want to put my top coat, which would be Seche Vite. I do that because with magnetic polishes, when you do apply your coat or your top coat, it can tend to smear the pattern. So I put the clear coat, and then I'm going to apply the quick drying fast coat because I want to make sure it's a bit dry before I do the stamping. So I'm going to do this generously so it can get all over with the quick dry top coat. Cap the end, and again apply my magnet because I don't want to lose the effect. And let me do the ring finger. And get my magnet. And I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll come back and show you what I do when I stamp. Okay, I'm back and they've dried a bit. So what I'm going to do now is take my stamping plate, and then I'm also going to be using a lint roller, which I forgot to show you, so that I can clean off my stamper when I do my stamping. So let's get started. And there's the image. I'm going to clean off that bit right there that I don't need. And I'm going to take that and angle it on my nail like so. And simply roll it up, pat it down, make sure it's on there good. And then I'm going to clean this off with my cotton ball. And stamp the other finger. And take that and place it and stamp. And pat it down, make sure it's on there. And there you go on the stamp. And let me clean this off. I don't have to worry about cleaning it later. Alright, then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild and just put a little glob on there. And I have my plate here of my a plastic lid, and it has the little rhinestones that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to take a little bit and put it in the middle of the polish. Put a little bit in the middle. Then I'm going to take my rhinestone and place it in the middle. And do the other finger. And get me another rhinestone. And center it. And I'm just going to press it down just a little bit so it can kind of center down firmly in that polish. And now I'm going to go over it with Seche Vite and get a good amount on your polish applicator. Don't press down because you don't want to mess up the stamp. You will smear it. But I've got a lot on my brush, so I can just simply glide it across. And the other finger. And like I said, I'm just simply gliding it all across, so I won't smear the stamping polish and also move my stone. And there you have it. So that's the finished manicure. If you like it, let me know. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments section. Again, I will include all the items that I used in the comments section. And until next time,